Hey YouTube, this is one on Cashmere Majesty. I do apologize, I am broadcasting on my phone. And I'm deciding to do a mukbang video, so this is what I'm eating. I'm eating crab sticks with pork fried rice from the Chinese store. And I had to, as y'all can see, I had 4, but I ended up eating some of my pork fried rice and ended up eating one of the crab sticks. I had to I had to do my video over. So this is this is me trying to do this video. Because while I was recording, I had to re-record it because I had a little error. But anyway, so this is the little mukbang video. A Chinese store mukbang video. I want to speak on my experience with the app called YouNow. YOUNOW. Now, I don't know if I ever told this story before on my YouTube channel. But, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all who are subscribed to me, may have seen some of my YouNow broadcasts because I hooked up my YouTube channel to my YouNow channel. But anyway, so this is how it all began. I believe I started using YouNow like around 2000 I think I started using YouNow in 2015. Yeah, it had to be 2015 when I started using YouNow. And I wasn't really into like don't get me wrong, I've been on several broadcasting apps and websites, but I'm the type of person around that time, I was more into the adult version. I wasn't really on the mature version of websites and apps where you could go live on webcam chat, shit like that. So, there I go, looking through apps and stuff, and ended up hearing about YouNow. And when I got on here, I was trying to meet people. I wasn't much of a broadcaster. I was more into watching people broadcast. And I'm a type of person where I like to introduce myself, give people very little information so I don't really jump into conclusions. Like, when it comes to sexuality, race, shit like that. So, so what happened was, I met some cool ass people. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of cool ass people on YouNow. And I'm the type of person who likes to be cool with people who cool with me. I'm not those type of people who once you tell them certain things and if they disagree with it, they treat you different, like when it comes to your sexuality or shit like that. So, I met people who wanted to sing. I met people who wanted to rap. I met famous people. Um, People who wanted to model, people who wanted to act, people who just wanted to be famous for whatever. I met all types of people. Um, some of the people I'm still cool with to this day. Um, Everything was fine at first, but then after a while, you meet certain people who are conceited. You meet certain people who are conceited, and this is when you start to realize that the app YouNow don't have good moderation. Whoever's moderating the app or who owns the app or whatever case may be, they have favoritism. Don't have good moderation. They don't really pay close attention to certain people broadcasts, and it's a lot of crazy shit that happen. And then you see why. You get a lot of bad reviews. From there, the fucked up thing about my experience with YouNow is when you can't get too close to people. You gotta be very careful with who you trust and who you call your friend when it comes to certain apps. So, if I can fully remember, and this is a true ass story, this is not nothing clickbait or nothing fake, this is real ass fucking story. So, if I can fully remember, I think it started off with me talking to this guy named Kenny. And yes, I'm saying real names. Real usernames, real names. Ain't gonna be no sugarcoating or nothing. So, I became friends with this guy named Kenny. And I have seen, I have been in a lot of people broadcasts and made a lot of goddamn friends. But he just happened to be this person who was on there. I kept seeing his broadcast pop up. And I was a little, like, I didn't know. I just kept seeing his broadcast pop up. So eventually one day I was like, let me see who this person is. Because I keep seeing him pop up. I don't know if he's trending. I don't know what the hell. There's a reason why I keep seeing his broadcast pop up every time I log in. So, he ain't had that many people in his broadcast, so I went in. And I introduced myself. He was talking to another viewer who was in his broadcast. I guess it was another gay guy, whatever the case may be. So I introduced myself. Gave very little information about myself. And that was it. So, the thing is, he was some young guy in his early 20s at the time. And he usually be at home by himself. I guess he lived with his mom, his dad, and his sister. Well, they'd be all at work. He'd be at home by himself. So he'd broadcast on YouNow, and he'd be walking around the house doing stuff and talking to whoever reviewed his broadcast. So one time, I introduced myself, and this other guy who was in there, I guess, was trying to flirt with him or whatever the case may be. So they started talking about all the crazy shit that Kenny be doing his broadcast or whatever the case may be. Which I didn't really care for. I was just a person who was watching your broadcast, introduce myself, trying to make friends on the app, shit like that. So eventually, me and this Kenny person started becoming cool. Sometimes in our broadcast, he'd check in and watch, and then I was always in his broadcast, building up conversation, learning a lot about him. He learned a lot about me, shit like that. So my thing is, she was kind of crazy to me because he had a crush on this girl who was on the app. I think her name was Scarlett or something like that. It was something. And I mean, like, all his usernames on his profiles would have her name in it. He was photoshopping pictures of him and her, making it look like they was kissing, and he'd have all her pictures all over his profile stuff. He was a diehard fan of this girl, and then he had a big crush on her. Every time I talk to him,
you just scratched my son? You just scratched my son? I think you scratched my son. Old ass. She trying to fake it out now. If you really hit him, he ain't gonna fuck with you no more, so I'ma know. Your old ass. Hitting kids because they getting over on you. Don't hug her. I'll be right back to find out what you just did to my son, you old hoe. Didn't you hear him crying like that?
Mm-hmm.
She just did something. Ain't no kid gonna cry like that over no rocks. These lights off. Somebody trying to rob some fucking body. I do not trust this shit. Amy in it. Did you see this light out?
Mm-mm.
You ain't been outside since this light?
Oh, you said the light out?
The street light.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to rob somebody. That's the only reason you broke your bitch.
My bad. So, what happened was, he had a crush on this girl named Scarlett. And, I mean, it was crazy. Like, every time I talk to him and I go in his broadcast, he is always telling stories about her. And how he'd go on her broadcast and she'd be talking to other dudes not paying him no mind. It was beyond crazy. And it got to the point where we started becoming more and more friends. I mean, like, I gave him my phone number, he gave me his. We call each other on phone, Skype, shit like that. Talking on other apps. And most of the time, it'd be him trying to get me to make up stories. I didn't know this girl from a can of paint. He was trying to make up these weird ass stories about her. But through our friendship, and we started getting closer and we started talking on other apps, and like I said, I gave him my phone number, he gave me his, we just calling each other on phone, Skype, shit like that. It was kind of weird because he started flirting with me, I started flirting with him. He's the type of person who wanted to do shit behind closed doors. And then, when I'm trying to be myself, when we're on YouNow and I'm trying to be myself, he'll try to make it seem like, oh, I'm trying to push myself on him. He not gay, he's straight. And like, it just got to the point where he'd be in other people broadcasts, trying to make me out to be something I'm not. He started hanging out with people who I didn't get along with. He'd be in their broadcast talking shit about me. So, throughout the time, our friendship would be on and off. We had private conversations on the phone, on Snapchat, shit like that. This nigga sent me pictures and videos of himself and all. So, it was been going on now for a while. And it just got to the point, like, I was talking to other, like, don't get me wrong, I was watching other people broadcast. I made a lot of friends. Like, there's this singer named B. Wash. I'm pretty sure y'all could go, anyone who watched my videos, y'all might watch the video. Y'all can, let me think. He got plenty of songs. He's a famous singer. Y'all can just type in B.Wash. Y'all can put it all together, no spaces. Just put B, a period, then Wash. The letter B, a period, then Wash. And y'all see who he is. But I met him through YouNow. There's a lot of people I could give shouts to. B. Wash. I met another guy named West the Artist, and he had this group called West Nation. He a cool person. It's a lot, like I said, it's a lot of people I met off of YouNow. But so I mean, I wasn't watching them. I was chilling with Kenny. But it just got to the point where like it was always on and off. Hold on. Maybe get into arguments because I didn't want to be disrespected. Don't try to do slick shit behind closed doors and then try to embarrass me and try to make me out to be something I'm not. And then when I snap out of him and I don't want to talk to him no more, now he want to be trying to hit me up like he's sorry and shit like that. So after dealing with Kenny and all the shit that happened, I started going to a lot of uphill broadcasts. And it just seemed like with certain people, they would be cool with me at first. And then I would get into arguments and beefs with certain people on the app. And they be throwing my username around. Don't talk to him, he gay, he always in a lot of straight niggas broadcasts. And a whole bunch of other crazy, ignorant, disrespectful shit they're saying about him. So, one time, I was in it was a lot of instances happening, but what really made it worse was one time I was in, like, I don't remember this guy full username. It was Blueberry something, and he was I guess pansexual. I don't know how to explain the whole pansexual thing, cause I could swear it was the LGBTQ community. I don't know nothing about no pansexual. I guess it's kind of something like bisexual, but they saying pansexual. I don't know what the fuck that is. But he was this guy who was interested in guys, girls, I guess trannies and whatever. And I guess he had a wife. So I went to his broadcast trying to get into the LGBT roots and stop just always talking to straight people, whatever the case may be. And like, I introduced myself, we was cool and all, and then next thing I know, somehow, after talking to him for a while, I hit him up on Skype. So we did a little personal Skype thing where it turned out to be a little sexual, whatever the case may be. And then we got back on YouNow. So when we got back on YouNow, he started acting different. Nice like Kenny. Trying to make it seem like I was thirsty, I'm pushing myself on him. Shit like that. I'm the type of person who was like, I got my fucking receipts. I'm not going to let nobody fucking tell me out to do something and when shit don't go their way. They want to try to flip the script, make it seem like I'm pushing myself on them, I'm thirsty and shit like that. So, one time we got in a little argument or whatever, and there was a lot of other people in his broadcast, and they started jumping in the argument, wondering why me and him started arguing. So, this girl, who I don't remember her name, but it was this girl, me and her got in an argument because I guess she was trying to defend the Blueberry person. And, I ended up defending myself, cursing her out. So a lot of other people started defending her, telling me I need to apologize. I'm a man, I shouldn't be talking to a girl like that. And I didn't. So that's when I started arguing with this person named Love Lockdown.
I really don't like how they work their fucking, what you call it? They're right. I don't trust them.
Love Lockdown, he's a person who gets his fame just by me understanding who he is. He's the type of person who gets his fame from being a gay person who likes to pick on other gay people. At first, not first figured out who he was. At first, he was trying to be all nice to me. And I ended up telling him I was cute and shit like that. But then after a while, a whole situation between me and Blueberry happened. He started changing his ways. It got into a lot of fucking arguments. And a lot of fucking rumors and lies started being brought up. So, I guess he called himself winning because that's when I started seeing all these different catfish profiles where he was using my picture and using my name. hacking information, like my address, phone number, shit like that. Like, whoever the hell he had behind these profiles, he had them pretending to be me, pretending to be family members of mine, shit like that. And it's been going on for a few years now. Like, I don't know how the fuck he did, but it's like even just not on YouNow. I started going on not Periscope. I started going on this app called Friend Life before they shut Friend Life down. I started going on this app called Friend Life, and I would see people posting my address, making catfish accounts, using pictures of me. They hacked my Facebook, they hacked my Twitter. I've seen people named Monica D. Kearns, Love Lockdown, Princess Oreo, and a whole bunch of other crazy ass talking people, I guess, from YouNow. And, I mean, like, it really got crazy. To the point that, even when I started going live on my YouTube channel, and when I was doing videos with my sister, I seen people catfishing me, shit like that. It just got crazy. So, I started, like, it got to a point where it's like, I'm moving too fast. So, let me rewind back. So, it got to a point where it's like, I was going through all this shit. People I started being cool with at first, some of them started trading on me. Like I said, it started getting irritating. I started seeing catfish profiles of me. People posting my real home address, phone numbers. They're just hacking my Twitter, hacking my Facebook, trying to find out personal information, and going in there. Every broadcast I went into, motherfuckers was talking shit. It just got real crazy. And I done made reports to YouNow. I mean, like, I done had several accounts that I can't ever go into no more because the same people was picking on me, they start reporting me. And I got my accounts banned for offensive chat and shit like that. Well, I guess because they had more fans than me and stuff like that, they was able to report me and make it seem like that I was doing wrong. They're just making up all this crazy shit, and I'm just wondering why every time I go on certain accounts, it starts off some, your account has been banned or your account has been suspended. I even tried to contact YouNow, trying to get them proof that that I ain't do nothing wrong. I'll defend myself, but I done got a lot of accounts suspended. So I got this one last account, and I went through shit on this account. So throughout all the drama that I had going on YouNow, and I could go on and on with stories, but it's some stories I probably forgot. But it's a lot of crazy shit that happened. So throughout all the Blueberry drama and Love Lockdown and shit like that, this is where it really got fucked up. So, out of all the people that I met on YouNow, I was going through this shit. Get out the corner, kitty. I was going through this shit, and that's when I met my friend who I remain friends with to this day, my friend Danny. So, his name was Big D Smooth the Virgo. And I just happened to end up one night popping up in his broadcast. And I introduced myself, and me and other watchers and broadcasters making jokes about his username and shit like that. around the time he was broadcasting, he was working out whatever, his wife, you would see her, like, you would barely see her, like, you would see her hand or whatever, but she ain't really getting to on the camera like that. But I guess she was pregnant with their first child or whatever the case may be at the time. Anyway, so I went to his broadcast and I introduced myself, and then it got to the point where after a while, like, people was going in his broadcast talking shit about me. Talking about some, I'm a faggot, I'm gay, I'll be pushing myself on straight dudes, don't be friends with me, don't be cool with me, and shit like that. So, he was the type of person where he don't do that gay bashing or shit like that. And he started defending me. So, he gave me his Facebook, and I am on Facebook and all other apps and shit like that. And from that time, that night on, we just became friends and been friends ever since. So, what I personally believe is when people start realizing that Danny, my friend Danny, started defending me, he ain't know me from a campaign. We never met in person, nothing. This was just one of my first time being broadcasting, and after a while, he just started defending me because people was going to his broadcast, gay bashing me, and trying to get him not to talk to me. So, after a while, a situation happened where, I believe this love lockdown guy was behind it, but a situation happened where my friend Danny ended up talking to somebody on the app, and he talked to this girl on the app. She been in a few broadcasts of his, and at first, like, what happened was, I didn't really know she was cool with Love Lockdown. Don't get me wrong, I may have seen her in a few broadcasts, but I didn't know she was cool with the Love Lockdown person. Because she came to broadcast, and we was talking about shit that happened, and she made it seem like she was on our side. But after a while, I guess, somehow her and my friend Danny started talking personally, and she ended up sending him fake pictures of body parts. And I guess he ended up sending her a picture of one of his body parts. And it got to a point where after she got the picture, she ended up going on broadcast and talking about it, and I guess she ended up exposing his picture to Love Lockdown and a few other people on the app. So I guess that just proved that she was part of the crew where motherfuckers was catfishing and cyberbullying me, and whoever was defending me, they was gonna get catfished and cyberbullied too. So it got to the point where it's like, they end up hacking my friend Danny information. Somebody got his home phone number, and end up telling his wife about what went down with the whole picture and everything. So it got to the point where it's like I was used to talking to my friend Danny almost every day, or watching him broadcast. But it got to the point where it's like, he wasn't broadcasting for a while. So I'm looking on his YouNow timeline, and I done seen him, like, old posts of him saying he was in the hospital or whatever the case may be, because he has Crohn's disease. So I'm all like, oh my god, is everything okay? And he ain't hit me up on there. So I'm trying to text him on Facebook and shit, and I'm not getting no response. So after a while, he ended up finally responding like, you called me. I'm like, no, I never had your phone number. Because at the time I didn't have his phone number. I just had like his Facebook and stuff. So I'm like, what in the world's going on? So he let me know about the incident between him and Princess Oreo. That's not like that was her username. Whoever she is. So, I end up going on YouNow, and I seen her on live, and I end up confronting her. And who did I see her live? Love Lockdown, and a few other people. So she trying to defend her. So like he knew he's married. He shouldn't never did this. He shouldn't never did that. Then she started talking shit about me. And like I said, that's when the catfish started getting worse. I done had many accounts where my pictures was exposed. People was making catfish accounts of me, using pictures of me, my sister, certain family members, shit like that. And that's going around in other people broadcasts pretending to be me. It happened on YouNow, it happened on Friend Life, probably many other places as well. And it's been, like I said, it's been going on for years. It got to the point where it's like, when I started doing live broadcasts on YouTube, it got to a point where it's like people who I later found out knew Love Lockdown because they subscribed to his YouTube channel. They started catfishing me on YouTube, posting my address and talking all this shit about me and stuff like that, and making catfish accounts of other people just so they could come and try to attack me. So, when the whole Danny when the situation happened with my friend Danny, it got to the point where it's like I confronted Princess Oreo, and then I told him about it, and we took a break, we took a long break off of YouTube. Off of YouNow. So eventually I started getting back on. Then later on, he started getting back on, and he made a whole new account. So people end up finding out that I was back on YouNow and he was back on YouNow. So it seemed like every time I went in certain people broadcasts, these same people would pop up and they won't say nothing. When they realize I was in the broadcast, they won't say nothing until I start mentioning them, and then they want to start talking shit. So, like I said, I done tried to tell YouNow about it. I done tried to do a whole bunch of shit, but it just seemed like a lot of my accounts was banned for offensive chat or some other stupid fucking reason. And it just got to the point where it's like, I started taking my breaks where I wasn't broadcasting. I wasn't really going to much people broadcast. Plus, some of the people it's a whole bunch of different reasons. I done had people that I've been cool with on other accounts, and I forgot about some people because, like I said, the accounts where I added them on, they got fucking suspended. So I only could add the people that I remember. But then the accounts started getting suspended, and thank God I still got this last account that I got. I'm surprised that account ain't get suspended yet. But like I said, it just got to the point where after all that shit happened with me and Danny, we eventually got back on there. And then that's when, like I said, every time I started going in people broadcasts, same people pop up, they won't say nothing, so I start saying stuff and mentioning the shit that happened. Like, I would see Love Lockdown pop up, then he started becoming cool with people that I was cool with, and I see other people, it just started getting really fucking weird. Then still dealing with the guy Kenny, our on and off friendship, and then it got to the point where it's like, I just started talking to him because I just feel like it was fucking ignorant. It was just fucking crazy. It just seemed like I just kept getting somehow my account started getting suspended and stuff. And I was trying to contact YouNow, what's going on? Every time I try to make an account, it just keep getting suspended. Even when I wasn't there doing that, I made about at least 6 accounts. No, like, at first it was 6 accounts, and they'd be good for a while, and I had to keep adding people back, and they like, yo, you got all these different accounts, why you keep changing your name? And I'm like, at the end of the day, I don't know, but for some reason, somebody keep reporting my accounts and getting them suspended. And then when I check my email, it keep talking about some, oh, your account got banned for offensive chat or some stupid stuff. So then then after a while I took a break. Then I started making more accounts. Then finally I got this one last account. But like I said, it just messed up because their moderation ain't good. It's a lot of stuff that be happening. They got favoritism on that ad. And I just got irritated because, like, I done had a lot of good accounts. So I was getting a lot of people adding me. I'm adding a lot of people. I started getting on higher levels and stuff. Then as soon as I started getting a lot of people add me and stuff, that's when stupid stuff would happen to my account started getting banned. I don't even remember my first username I had. But I changed it after a while. It was baked underscore something. Like, I went from being Roman Zelensky, Kashmir Mashi, Red Ron Hood. I had a whole bunch of different usernames. And that's because I had to keep changing up my names because the account started getting messed up. So my last account, I started putting bake underscore before some of my usernames because I was cool with this guy named Joey. Like, me and him not cool no more, but I was cool with this guy named Joey, who was one of the first people I met on the ad. And he had this group where all his fans, like, we was in this group called Bake Society, and you had to put baked underscore before your username. So he'd make you part of the group. Like, we'd always be in his broadcasts and stuff like that. And he'd support us when we going live. And, like, we all made our own little group. And I was one of the original members because I knew him when he first started using the app. His name was Vampire from Jersey or something like that. And he'd be on there and listening to music and stuff. He had this vampire teeth grill in his mouth. And I guess he just started calling himself Vampire from Jersey because he always had his vampire grill, and I think he from Atlantic City or somewhere. So I started joining his group and then going to other people's broadcasts. I met somebody named Phoenix, and then he had a group called DBF. I guess it was Dope Boy Fresh. All the boys put DBF in their username, and all the girls put DGF for Dope Girl Fresh. So I started being cool with Phoenix and somebody named Foots, and then there was another person named Business. There was a few rappers from that group. I think they was all in Maryland or somewhere. And I started being cool with them, going there broadcasts and stuff like that. So yeah, I had a few people who groups I joined while I was in YouNow. Like I said, it was Big City. Then there was the DBF group that was in West Nation. Who else? I can't remember all the groups. There was a lot of different groups we made on there. And that's how I started becoming cool with a whole bunch of different people and making a lot of fans on there until all that crazy stuff happened. So, like I said, after a while, me and my friend, then we stopped using the app. Then we started getting on, and that's when people just started stalking us. I don't know, like, people really weird. They be doing some computer hacking shit. So, like, every time I was on here, I started getting catfish people popping up my broadcasts, and my address started popping up. They was making a list of people with the same last name as me. Some of them were different family members of mine. They had phone numbers, like cell phone numbers, house phone numbers, all types of stuff. And then I can't explain how the hell they could get the information, because I don't put no personal information on none of the apps I be using. I'm like, yeah, you got my real name and my birthday and stuff, but I don't put my address or anything like that on there. So I had no idea. They had to do some good digging. They had to dig deep to find out all the information they had. Like I said, with all the hacking and stuff. Like when I was on YouNow, I'll see profiles with my name, but it'll be pictures from my Facebook page of me or my sister or other people. I don't know. Like, it just got crazy. So I just started not really going there. All the people that I was cool with on there, they, like, some of them, like I said, some of them, I forgot their profiles because when my profile started getting deleted, so I forgot a lot of people that was on there. And then other people, they just ain't broadcasting there like that no more. I don't know if they on other apps and stuff, but I was like, forget it. So then, like, I started getting close with a lot of people, so I ain't never really have to go on YouNow no more, because I started adding people on Facebook and Snapchat and stuff like that. But I personally feel like that they need to get their moderating level up. They're like, they doing all these stupid updates, but they not really fixing the stuff that really need to be fixed. Like, they need to really pay attention to some of these broadcasts and stuff like that. And I think they got favoritism, because a lot of these people that's doing wrong is the ones that's getting tip jars and they getting fame off of YouNow. I mean, like, it's crazy. Like, it's a lot of explaining that you gotta do, but that app really need, the app website, whatever it want to be, it really needs some fixing. I heard that people that committed suicide off of being bullied on there. They got creepy ass people on there doing all types of stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Like, after all that stuff that happened, YouNow really needs some fixing. Like, I wasn't on there for a while. I just started getting back on there. But for whoever was trying to add me, like, I'm still on there. What the hell? I'm pretty sure y'all can still find me. I'm gonna start getting back on there from time to time, and I'm gonna speak more on all the stuff that happened, and try to do some fixing with this website, because I just feel like a lot of these people need to get checked. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Monica D. Kearns and Love Lockdown and Princess Ori and all them, I'm pretty sure they still be on there, probably, because I think around the last time I really seen Love Lockdown, other than find out that somebody who was hacking my YouTube channel was subscribed to his YouTube channel, I think the last time I remember seeing him pop up was one time where I was in my friend Danny broadcast, and Love Lockdown popped up in there talking about he was going to report to the cops because I kept mentioning his name. talk about all the stuff he did. And I guess he was trying to play off like he didn't really do nothing, but it's full proof. There's full proof that he was behind it. I know he was. Especially after I found out that one of the people who was hacking my YouTube channel was subscribed to his channel. And the only how I know is because when I went to their profile to block them, Love Lockdown name ended up popping up. His name and his picture from his YouTube channel. I guess he got a YouTube channel, he got Instagram, shit like that, I don't know. But yep, he's one of those people that like to get his fame from picking on other people. Like, it's this person who I used to watch named Miss Kitty. She's transgender and she been on YouNow for a while. And Love Lockdown, I remember him going in somebody's broadcast mentioning her, talk about something. She got kicked off the website because I think he called her a pedophile or something like that. Like, he's ignorant. He just like to spread rumors about a lot of people. And I don't see how people think it's okay to get fame by spreading lies and rumors about people just to make yourself feel better, especially when you don't know these people from a can of paint. And then you want to go around hacking through people's information, making catfish profiles of them and posting their address and phone numbers. That's not cool. And with you now seeing stuff like that and y'all not shutting it down, y'all just messing y'all website up because y'all should have no bullies on. Especially when you got people doing stuff that can put harm in people's lives, like posting their real addresses and phone numbers and stuff. And another thing about YouNow is the fact that I feel like they should have two different sections because you don't know what's the real ages of some of these people. You could have little kids in these broadcasts, and there'd be grown men, women, and it's little kids. Like, I think one of the updates they need is like ID check, because it's a lot of apps that's starting to do ID check, like just so they could verify your real age and stuff like that. I remember one person who broadcast I was in one time. He had to do verification because he said that he was getting warnings from the moderation team because he wasn't wearing his shirt. And he had to verify that he was 18 years or older, where they made it okay for him not to wear a shirt in his broadcast. And trust, I've seen a lot of crazy things happen on YouNow. I've seen sexual broadcasts. I've seen people having sex on broadcasts, people jerking off, all types of crazy shit. But this video is already long enough. This is part 1 of my experience on YouNow. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll get back to y'all with part 2.